Thailand, a land of smiles, spirituality, and stunning beaches. But behind this postcard-perfect image lies a shadow few talk about openly. Every year, millions of tourists arrive, but a quiet percentage come here alone. Older Western men, traveling without their wives, without family. Drawn not just by sun and scenery, but by something far more controversial. This is the story of Thailand's hidden sex industry. A world that thrives in plain sight, powered by secrecy, poverty, and desire. It's a story the world prefers to ignore. But today, we won't. This is Truth Travels. Thailand is one of the most visited countries in Asia, welcoming over 35 million tourists annually, before the pandemic. It's marketed as a tropical paradise. Chiang Mai's mountains, Bangkok's temples, Phuket's beaches, and of course, the legendary Thai hospitality. But among the temples and tuk-tuks, there's another reason people come. Especially men. Especially older, foreign men. Walk through Pattaya's Walking Street, Bangkok's Nana Plaza, or Patong's Bangla Road, and you'll see it clearly. Bars overflowing with young Thai women, and middle-aged to elderly foreign men sipping drinks, holding hands, smiling. This is not just nightlife. It's a full-fledged industry. Technically, prostitution is illegal in Thailand. But enforcement is inconsistent, and often ignored. Instead, the industry operates under euphemisms. There are go-go bars, karaoke lounges, and massage parlors. Behind those neon signs is a well-oiled system. Here's how it works. Men enter a bar and chat with a girl, often over drinks. If they want her company, they pay a bar fine, money given to the bar to allow the woman to leave. From there, the arrangement is negotiated. Some men pay for the night, others for a few hours. Some even offer monthly support in exchange for loyalty, a sugar daddy setup known locally as being a sponsor. To many bar girls, this is business. To some men, it's romance. The lines blur quickly. So why are so many older men from the West drawn to Thailand? Let's be honest. In many Western societies, aging men often feel invisible, overlooked, lonely, or even powerless. In Thailand, they find the opposite. Here, their pensions stretch further. Their age isn't mocked, it's respected. And in the bar scene, they are not just tolerated, they're pursued. Many are retired, divorced, widowed, or trapped in unhappy marriages. Some tell themselves they're just enjoying life. Others come looking for love, or at least companionship they can't find at home. It's not unusual to see a 65-year-old man holding hands with a 23-year-old Thai woman. Some even marry them. Others send money back monthly, even after returning home. This is the fantasy, to feel young, needed, admired again. But fantasies often come at a cost. What about the women? Some choose this life willingly, seeking financial independence in a country with limited job options. But many are trapped in cycles of poverty, obligation, and pressure. Girls come from rural villages, like Isan, the northeast region of Thailand. They support parents, siblings, children. Some have little to no education. For them, the bar is a way out, not just of poverty, but of invisibility. But not all stories are consensual. Human trafficking remains a dark undercurrent, especially involving girls from Myanmar, Laos, and Cambodia. Some are minors. Some are coerced. Some lose their freedom altogether. Addiction, disease, and depression are common. And emotional trauma is often invisible, masked behind a practiced smile. Meanwhile, the men often remain oblivious. Or in denial. How can something so widespread operate so openly? The truth is, the sex industry supports thousands of jobs, both directly and indirectly. Hotels, tuk-tuks, bars, even local police benefit from the money flowing in. There are regular crackdowns, but they're often just for show, timed around international attention or scandals. No one wants to destroy tourism. And so, the machine continues. Those who speak out, especially victims or advocates, face an uphill battle. Society turns a blind eye. Tourists pretend not to know. And the silence, ironically, is what keeps the industry loud and thriving. This isn't just about sex. It's about economics, power, culture, and human connection, or the lack of it. Thailand's sex industry reflects global inequality, the rich and lonely from one part of the world, the poor and desperate from another. But it's also about people, with names, feelings, dreams. Some bar girls fall in love with their clients. Some men fall in love with illusions. Others just want to be touched, even if they have to pay for it. And in the middle of all this? A country that smiles politely and stays quiet. Thailand is not defined by its sex industry. But to ignore it is to ignore millions of lives, lived in the shadows of paradise. For the women, it's survival. For the men, it's often escape. For the country, it's both taboo and tolerated. As Thailand modernizes and reshapes its global image, the sex industry is slowly evolving too. Younger generations are speaking out. Grassroots organizations are pushing for change, not just to end exploitation, but to provide legal protections for sex workers who choose the profession. Some are calling for decriminalization, arguing that secrecy and shame only make things worse. And foreign governments? They're starting to take notice. Campaigns in Europe and the US are cracking down on so-called sex tourism, warning travelers of the legal and ethical dangers. But will it be enough? The reality is, as long as there is poverty, and as long as there are people looking for affection, fantasy, or control, this industry will continue to exist. Just as it has in different forms for centuries. The real question is not whether it can be erased, but whether it can be made safer, more honest, more human. Because behind every encounter in a dimly lit bar in Bangkok or Pattaya, there is always more than meets the eye. And for every smiling tourist, there is often a story untold, unheard, and unfinished. This is the hidden truth behind Thailand's global charm, and it's time we face it. Next time you see a foreigner walking hand in hand with a much younger Thai woman, ask yourself, what's the real story behind the smile? This has been Truth Travels. Thank you for watching. Please like, subscribe, and share, because sometimes the truth isn't easy to hear, but it still needs to be told.